Hi, I'm Royalty. I'd like to welcome you to Letters from Royalty. Today, I'm going to read a letter that I wrote about education. Education. Education is essential. Education is communication. Communication allows you to express your thoughts to others. Education is the foundation of life. Reading is food for the brain. Reading brings forth knowledge. Knowledge brings forth wisdom. Without knowledge and wisdom, you are stagnant, like a car with no gas. Mind over matter. The mind is always in control, and the body follows. Without the mind, the body falls. In life, in order to properly function in society, you have to know how to read and write. You have to know arithmetics. Even to have a great relationship with God and know His Word, you have to know how to read. The Bible is not full of pictures. Those people who say that education is not for them, that's like saying you don't want to live. That's like saying you don't want to breathe. A person with an uneducated mind is like a walking zombie. 80% of the jail population are people who choose to drop out of school. Seek education and feed your brain. Don't let your mind starve. Education is the only way to rise above poverty, crime, and incarceration. It's time to stop the cycle of children being born into family generations of despair. It's time for generational goals of achievement. It's not enough for just one or two people in the family to be the first in the family to attain a high school diploma and a college degree. Education enables you to build the foundation for your family so that your children and your children's children won't have to start from nothing. You have to think longevity, build a legacy, and set the blueprint for your family lineage. Education is not an individual achievement. Education is a generational achievement. It's time to raise our children into family generations of abundance and prosperity. Ignorance and illiteracy are equivalent to destruction and death. Education is revelation. Revelation is elevation. Education is the fountain of life. So you see, there is no half-stepping. Attaining your high school diploma is the halfway mark. You must go further and complete college or trade school. Whatever you choose to do in life, choose to stay in school. Your life depends on it. When we think of the civil rights movement and our civil rights leaders, we like to focus on the marching and the boycotting. But I want to point out the fact that our civil rights legendary leaders were intelligent, knowledgeable, and wise first. They knew how to unite and strategize. The marching and the boycotting was the symbol and the siren going off to let the world know that a change was to come. Our civil rights leaders were also articulate, and it was their powerful messages that made a difference and caused a ripple effect. A ripple effect that even as of today, we are all benefiting from. Our ancestors planted seeds and set the platform for our generation, and it is our responsibility to also give back to our youth. Our youth are our future. Now I'm going to go ahead and read some Bible scriptures out of the King James Version of the Holy Bible. If you like, you are more than welcome to read along with me. I'm going to read in the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verses 22. Then I'm also going to read in Proverbs, chapter 3, verses 13 through 20. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22 says, "Good people leave an inheritance to their grandchildren." Now I'm going to read Proverbs chapter 3, verses 13 through 20. Joyful is the person who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding. For wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. She offers you long life in her right hand and riches and honor in her left. She will guide you down delightful paths. All her ways are satisfying. Wisdom is a tree of life to those who embrace her. Happy are those who hold her tightly. By wisdom, the Lord founded the earth. By understanding, he created the heavens. By his knowledge, the deep fountains of the earth burst forth, and the dew settles beneath the night sky. Now I'm going to share with you some important informational facts. Malcolm X. Malcolm X quoted, "Without education, you are going nowhere in this world." Malcolm X also quoted, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." And did you know that Malcolm X had his awakening while serving a prison sentence? Malcolm X worked feverishly to improve his reading and writing skills. To that end, he tied to memorizing the dictionary and improved his penmanship by copying entire pages. Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King quoted, "One day, I will put my body up there where my mind is." Martin Luther King also once said, "Through education, we seek to change attitudes and internal feelings, such as hate, prejudice, and etc. Through legislation and court orders, we seek to regulate behavior." And did you know that Dr. King was only 15 years old when he entered college? Also, I'd like to share with you some information about reading. A child who reads 20 minutes per day is exposed to 1.8 million words per year and scores in the 90th percentile on standardized tests. A child who reads 5 minutes per day is exposed to 282,000 words per year and scores in the 50th percentile on standardized tests. And a child who reads 1 minute per day is exposed to 8,000 words per year and scores in the 10th percentile on standardized tests. Now that you've heard my letter of the day, you also heard some good Bible scriptures, and I shared with you some very important informational facts. I'd like to encourage you to be empowered and liberated. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Make sure to bless others also. And always remember, God, culture, knowledge, the three components of mind power.